Now let us move forward. The next topic of discussion will be optimization of growth conditions in a fermenter. This can also be covered under the heading of precautions. What precautions you should take so that best work can be taken from the fermenter. The fermenter works at its 100% efficiency. The first is there should be no leakage in the fermenter. Of course, when there will be leakage, the substrate material will be lost, leaked out, the product material will be leaked out, and that will be a total loss. So, first is there should be no leakage. Second is the surface of the fermenter should be polished and should not be rough. That is, it should not rust. First of all, it was made up of stainless steel only, so there is no case of no signs of rusting is there, but then also it should be polished and not rough. If rough surfaces will be there, then certainly it may harm the microorganisms inside. Next is the level of DO should be maintained. DO is dissolved oxygen. Every time the microorganisms are growing, they need oxygen unless and until it's an anaerobic condition. But in anaerobic condition also, yeast you have seen they work better in aerobic condition. So there are certain exceptions, but otherwise all the microorganisms require a perfect level, a required level of desired dissolved oxygen should be there, and we should maintain that. Okay, that is why we had sparges, the small pores on the lower surface of the fermenter, which was taking in the air from outside. Next is other factors like temperature should be monitored, because temperature affects, at higher temperature or at lower temperature the enzymes will stop working, so the reaction will not take place, the activity of the microorganisms will stop. Same happens in pH also. pH, if acidity is increased or alkalinity is increased, the working of the enzymes, it is all about enzymes, so working of the enzymes is disrupted and the products cannot be formed. Then concentration should also be monitored. If concentration of the product, that is accumulation of the product is taking place, then the rate of forward reaction will be stopped. Okay, so we need to monitor all these factors also. Then there should be no contamination by unwanted organisms. The bacteria or microorganisms which is under study, that should only come in our culture medium. There should be no infections or unwanted organisms coming and intruding in our system. Clear? Next is there should be proper mixing of the culture medium so that there is equal concentration, that is there is equal amount of substrate present at every corner of the culture medium, and every bacteria gets sufficient amount of food to grow. Okay, moving forth. Aseptic operation of a fermenter. Aseptic means maintaining certain conditions where there is no infection, maintaining sterilized condition. See, as a biotechnologist, one thing you all have to maintain is whenever you come to the lab, your nails should be cut clean, your hair should be tied, and your hands should be clean and sterilized. Why? Because we are carrying millions of bacteria on our body, inside our nails, on our hands. When we talk, we spit, and virus and bacteria can actually uh, interfere in our culture medium and may alter the results. So, of course, due to this COVID, we all will be, whenever we'll be reaching school, we all will be wearing a mask and probably not carrying a sterilizer with us. It will be necessary and mandatory for everyone to carry um, a sanitizer with us and wearing a mask, so that will be beneficial when you come to the biotech lab also. So because maintaining of aseptic condition is very much necessary whenever you enter into the biotechnology lab. It is a must for the girls as well as for the boys. So the first thing when we work on a fermenter or in a culture plate is the culture medium must be sterilized. You will be studying about various sterilization techniques also, and will be doing the sterilization yourself in the laboratory. This is the sterilization thing is in class 12th, but slightly introductory part you'll be doing in class 11th also, major part you'll be doing in 12th. So sterilization of different substances is done by different techniques. You have to study all the techniques. How can you sterilize a living object? How can you sterilize the medium, the compounds? How can you sterilize the utensils? How can you sterilize the human body? Everything will be taught. So the first thing here is the culture medium should be sterilized. Of course, the vessel should also be sterilized. Antifoam agents which we are using, the chemicals, the soy oil and the or the canola oil should also be sterilized, free from any kind of infections. Nutrients should also be sterilized. Millipore filters must be attached to the sparges to allow sterile air in. Sparges, you remember the small pores on the base, at the base of the fermenter, they are fitted with millipore filters. Millipore, pore means hole, milli is milli in size. So very small pores filter is there which does not allow any, most of the microbes are restricted to cross that filter. So these filters are attached to the sparges so that air which is coming inside the fermenter is sterile. Okay, now coming on to the quality control.